2 years ago, the Denver Nuggets looked unstoppable. Nikola Jokic was at the peak of his powers, Jamal Murray was healthy and playing amazing, and they dominated their way to an NBA championship. But since then, it's been 2 straight second-round exits. For a team with that much talent, it's, well, let's be honest, disappointing. Now, don't get me wrong, finishing top 4 in this Western Conference twice in a row is something most franchises would kill for. But when you've got the best player in the world and a recent championship under your belt, expectations change. Back-to-back Game 7 losses in the second round feel like stagnation. And stagnation is exactly what's plagued Denver since their title run. So, how did we get here? While winning a ring is amazing, it comes with a price. Championship rosters are expensive, and role players who shine in the finals are suddenly going to get bigger contracts elsewhere. Ownership doesn't always want to pay luxury tax either, and other teams start building specifically to take you down. And that's exactly what happened to Denver. After the 2023 title run, they lost Bruce Brown, Jeff Green, and even Thomas Bryant in free agency, and didn't replace them. And sure, money was tight with all of the larger scale deals on the team, but doing nothing left the roster weaker than ever. Thus, the front office was forced to bet on the young guys. Christian Brown, who played a big role in the 2023 run, Peyton Watson, a guy I have a lot of faith in, Zeke Naji, and a rookie shooter out of Gonzaga, Julian Strother. Cheap contracts, but little experience. Asking them to fill championship level roles was optimistic, to say the least. Despite all that though, the Nuggets were still elite in the 2024 season. Jokic won his 3rd MVP, they won 57 games, finishing 2nd in the West, and they rolled past the Lakers in round 1. But in round 2, the Timberwolves showed up ready. Cat was finally healthy, Gobert had just won another Defensive Player of the Year. Naz Reid was 6th Man of the Year, and Anthony Edwards, who made All-NBA second team, was playing like a superstar. Minnesota's depth and physicality wore Denver down, who lacked the bodies to go out there and deal with it due to their own lack of depth. Jokic played 47 out of 48 minutes in Game 7. He and Murray combined for 69 of the Nuggets' measly 90 points. Michael Porter Jr. shot 3 for 12, and the Nuggets simply just ran out of gas, and just like that, the champs were gone. So how did the front office respond? Well, they extended Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon to big deals. They let KCP walk in free agency and tried to patch things up with Dario Saric and Russell Westbrook. On paper, that meant less shooting, less depth, and fewer defenders. That's not exactly the recipe for a repeat. They still managed 50 wins because, well, Nikola Jokic is on the team, but the flaws were obvious. No depth, no shooting, no real wing defense, and at that point, ownership finally made changes. With only 3 games left to go in the regular season, out went general manager Calvin Booth, ownership seemingly frustrated with his complacency, and head coach Mike Malone after reports of him losing the players' respect in the locker room. In came a new front office ready to shake things up, as well as an interim head coach, David Adelman. I say that positively, but the Nuggets season was already a mess at this point, and going into the playoffs with new management and a new head coach really wasn't ideal. And when the 2025 playoffs rolled around, it showed. They survived the Clippers in round 1 after a grueling 7-game series, but in round 2, they ran into the West's new powerhouse, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander versus Nikola Jokic, the top 2 MVP candidates. Denver stole game 1 in OKC on an Aaron Gordon game winner, but after that, OKC's youthful athleticism and depth took over. The series went to 7, but Denver was running on fumes. Another second round exit, another wasted MVP caliber season from the Joker. So, it was back to the drawing board again. But this offseason, they nailed it. They flipped Michael Porter Jr. and a pick for Cam Johnson. Johnson isn't necessarily the same scorer Michael Porter Jr. is, but he's cheaper, a great defender, and still a knockdown shooter. Not to mention, Nikola Jokic makes everyone look better. They brought back Bruce Brown on a vet minimum, restoring a key piece of their 2023 title run. They swapped Saric for Jonas Valanciunas, finally getting a real backup big so Jokic doesn't have to play 40 plus minutes every game, even in the regular season. And they added Tim Hardaway Jr. in free agency, giving them much needed perimeter shooting. Also, the young guys like Brown and Strother will only continue to develop next year. So suddenly, a thin roster became deep again. Shooting, defense, a reliable bench, every hole that they had last year got patched up. And the truth is, as long as Jokic is in Denver, the Nuggets will always be in contention. But for the first time since their title run, the front office has actually given him some real help. This isn't just a good roster, this is a dangerous one. They pushed the defending champions to 7 games last year with far less talent, and now they might just be the favorites to win it all. The West is loaded. The Thunder, the Rockets, and the Nuggets. And one of them is going home in round 2, which is criminal. But don't make the mistake of sleeping on Denver. And if history tells us anything, betting against the fat boy is a bad idea. Let me know what y'all think though. Where do y'all think the Nuggets are going to finish? How far do you think they're going to make it this postseason? And let me know what team y'all want me to do next. I'm going to catch y'all later, and peace.
Money all over the floor in the club. I just walked in with 2 bells, they turned me up. I ain't that she was a freak in the shit, should've come freak on Doug. Yeah, she wanna be my queen, she just not the one. We been around the bushes, we gon' fight tonight. You see how the people looking, think you like the lie. I can tell when you want bullshit, then you like the lie. She only come out at the dark when the time is right.